All right, so this is heartbreaking news. There's a story that was recently carried in the Star on the 19th of March. Says man beaten after sneezing on bus. It's a headline that some people would not think would be possible until now, even though I don't have a hard time believing it because that's what we do sometimes in this country. This Star headline has prompted us to have a chat on how dangerous these acts of discrimination can be. We've got the senior medical officer. Doc, remind us of which region you're practicing with again? No? Wrong title.
No.
I thought so. Go ahead, remind me of the correct one.
Well, former senior medical officer of Savamar Public General Hospital, but now medical director of Windsor Wellness Center.
Okay, thank you very much, Doc. Appreciate that clarity. First, let me ask you how you're doing in this time of COVID. How are you?
Well, we just have to try our best to prepare. It almost feels like the calm before the storm, and a lot of people might not think that it is calm, but the truth is that we are nowhere near the peak of this thing. It is not going away anytime soon. And even if we get a little bit of control over what is happening locally, we have to remember that America, our biggest trading partner, has not. And so it may take a long time for them to sort out this this COVID crisis. And they will constantly be reinfecting us as soon as we open back our borders, which we can't close indefinitely.
Wow, that is an ominous prediction / warning, I think. Having said that, what then is the best route to take? We can't close the borders permanently, so how do we move forward while keeping our citizens safe?
Well, we have to remember that this virus is going to affect persons. There are different models as to how many people will be affected, but at least half of Jamaica is going to get it. The good thing is that in most cases it is mild. About 80% of cases will have just the mild symptoms, like the flu-like symptoms. Some may not even show any signs at all. But it is those persons who are vulnerable that we have to protect. And that's the elderly, then those with chronic diseases such as heart disease, kidney failure, diabetes, high blood pressure, and the respiratory problems.
Okay.
Those are people we have to be protecting.
Yes. I want to clarify something about young people as well, but let's talk about this story that I read coming into this interview. Discrimination is something that people face generally in Jamaica on a range of issues. Are you surprised that there would be a man who would be thrown off a bus for sneezing? Is that something that surprises you at all?
It's sad that it doesn't surprise me. We often just ostracize people for every reason, and we blame people for getting sick. And the truth is that nobody chooses to get sick. One of the things that we have to look at as well is that when you shame people into pretending that they don't have any symptoms, then you'll cause them to go underground. And when they go underground, they will spread it even more. We make jokes about it right now that people are sneezing and hoping that it's born they're getting, but it's just one of those things where we have to come together as a country if we really want to beat this thing. But we can't just discriminate. I mean, there's racial discrimination going on. Some of the families who were at the center of this outbreak in terms of being patient 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And finally, because I'm getting the wrap, but members of your own profession are being discriminated against. Taxi don't want to carry them, bus don't want to carry them. I mean, it's crazy. You find a word to folks who need to just understand that this is not the way to go.
Well, the first thing you have to look at is that there are many symptoms that can be explained by a lot of the viruses going around. You have the rhinoviruses that can cause a common cold. And there are still going to be people with allergies. There are still people with asthma who are going to be coughing. So somebody coughing or sneezing doesn't necessarily mean that they have a coronavirus. And the truth is that We just have to be careful whether or not we think somebody is showing symptoms, because you can still spread it, although uncommonly, if you're not showing symptoms or mild symptoms.
Okay. Well, can I say thank you for your service? Can I say thank you on behalf of Jamaica to all of your fellow doctors, all the nurses, all the health practitioners who are coming into contact with this thing every day? We pray for you, we thank God for you, and we wish you all the best as you work hard with us to break the back of this virus. Thank you, Dr. Dawes. I appreciate it. All right.
Thank
That's
you.
Medical Director of Windsor Medical Center, former Senior Medical Officer, SAV, I believe, Dr. Alfred Dawes. Take a break, everybody. News is on the other side of this. We'll be right back.